Alright, I believe we are live here with the ROX mods here at Northwest Ohio. We got a 9-car field. We're going to put up the stream in a bit. Again, there's a lot of fans, a lot of spectators. I know you guys don't need to be here forever. If you guys don't want to be. I hear an engine in the distance. I want to make sure I know what's going on. I think I'm tripping. No, it's a car that's joining in. That's T7 Jake. Alright, so Jake's going to join in the qualifying session. We're going to see the stream is up now. If it is, and I'm going to... Yes, it is. So, the stream's going to be on race announcements if you guys want to watch. If you have someone that's not on the server, then just send them the link. So that's the stream link. Alright, so how it's going to work, we're going to be doing one pace lap. We're going to have a 5-minute countdown. Yeah, Yang. Like a dragon person, yeah. Alright. So, you guys are going to watch the lights. You're going to go in the car if it goes once we turn yellow. Watch the lights. Yellow's out. So this is the qualifying session we're heading into, folks. If you want to watch, please select the button on the bottom left. I personally will have the names of the drivers up. They are going to be a bit laggy as we get going, but it will clear out as we run through. Once we reach the chicane on Sector 3, that's when we'll go to City for a bit. And just try to lock ourselves in. But as you can see our car in the front. Now, we do a thing called pack lead, and it starts once we go green. And that's going to be used to determine when qualifying is done. Essentially, there is a virtual leader, and of course, it's not being an actual technical race. It's something to keep in mind. However, whoever is leading will determine when qualifying is done, whether they have crossed the line and have enough time to go for another lap, or whether the timer's gone out before they cross the line. That'll determine when the final lap is. The final lap will be marked by a white, by the white flag, which you will see on these lights. I'm going to turn the lights black. I'm going to flash yellow for a couple of seconds. Then we're going to go black. So there is the black lights. Make our way now into the last sector. We'll be going green in just a few short moments for this qualifying session, as our cars make their way into the final chicane and through the Sargento Cheese Bridge. Making our way now up to the preliminary corner, which will be the green zone. So here we are. Green flag out there on the racetrack. JCOLMT is going to lead us off for this 5-minute long qualifying session. We'll gladly take that pack lead. 5 minutes now, starting now is the Calamity in the back of the field as they make their way up to turn number 1. Now, mind you, these are a non-collision race car. It's just impossible to go without collisions. There is a spin on the racetrack. Twin Turbo V6 is going to find himself around. He is last night's winner. He's been winning consistently. Did not win last week on the road course feature. Might that be a cycle that continues on today? Cars making their way through the carousel as I believe Giram making his way under the Firestone Bridge into the SS. Now, he is currently in a league of his own. We are going to clear the board, so all of our drivers have pretty much by now passed the start-finish line. Giram's going to go now through the long straightaways, made up a big gap. Second place is going to be Gohan. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that there is a track limit on this place. We do it for all road course races. The asphalt and the curbs are typically okay. They go a little bit on the grass with how wide these cars, it's a bit okay, but usually about 5 studs off the track, there is a corner cut block, and that marks when you're not allowed to be. So you have to cross there. That'll mark your lap. You're not going to get a valid lap. With a track this long, there's only so many laps you can do for qualifying. So you got to make every single one count. That being said, Giram's got a green Sector 2. I don't know if Sector 1 is good, but he makes his way out of the final turn. It gets a little loose. JCOLMT crossed the line. He will take pole as of now, a 1:30.285. But we've seen better lap times. He's going to slap the wall off turn number 1. Now, mind you, these cars are not nice with space. They are very wide. But as of now, no other cars have gone a valid lap. So again, on a track, the laps this long for qualifying, this short, just getting a lap in, it might be a premier necessity. Guillermo's going to run it off track. So is Gohan. At this point, both of them in a throwaway lap. Let's see who might be third. I think it might be Eris. So Eris is the third place. I don't know if she got anything for Sector 1. East 951, the car behind that in fourth. See East 951 in the 951 machine. As it looks like Twin has made up a bunch of time already. So even despite the spin off of turn 1, he's still made up a lot. Again, should remind you this is a qualifying feature, so this is going to determine the grid for the race coming up. Guillermo FX2 actually does have a green Sector 1, green Sector 2. I don't know if he's gone well enough. Gohan's climbed up a lot. Could be from just cutting. As Guillermo crossing the line, now 2 minutes to go. That's just about enough time for 2 more laps. Guillermo is going to do it again. Another purple. 130.131. Eris in the second place of 131 is the lap time. We're saying that a lot. East 951 comes home with a 135.612. As Mars will come home with a 135.689. Now, we still got 6 cars without a valid lap. So, any cars that haven't gotten a valid lap are going to be randomized coming to the grid. Guillermo FX2. He's got a pretty good looking Sector 1. To make his way down to the breaking point. Gohan goes a little bit off there. Messi's himself. It looks like Gohan's gonna have to stop his efforts. Again, he's gone without a valid lap. He's gone so fast. So fast. Same with Twin. Both of them in the 128s. You know if they could get just one clean lap in, they'll be good. Unfortunately, they're only going to get one more shot at it, most likely, as we are running with 40 seconds left for pack lead to cross the line, and I think that's going to come. So here's Guillermo, again, our pack lead, making his way out of the final turn. That's going to cancel it out. White flag is out. Once you guys cross the line, you'll be heading into your final lap. So keep that in mind. How about the board? Guillermo with a very solid lap time, 128.669. I say that's nice. Twin Triple V sits in second at 128.734. So had Guillermo knocked on that lap, we'll see if it's going to run its course. That might have just saved him from losing pole. He still has one more lap, and so does everyone else, of course. So things can definitely change. Guillermo going off the track. I don't know if that's a valid lap or not. Gohan with a purple Sector 1. So Gohan is in the good so far. Gohan in the Flaming 12 machine. He's going to make his way through into the second sector. And that might be a cut. We only got 2 cars without a valid lap. Let's see what that second sector looks like. It is invalid. So that's going to leave Guillermo and Gohan to just do a cooldown once you guys cross. Guillermo does have a valid Sector 2. I don't know if it's going to be in any shot to improve, but Twin is a huge threat now. Looking at that Sector 1, it's purple. That means it's the fastest it's going to be. Guillermo makes his way out of the final turn. Checkers are out. Make a cooldown lap if you can. Guillermo will not be improving. That leaves Eris and Twin. Twin making his way through the final turn. Will he go quick time? Yes, he does. 128.275. If you guys could do a cooldown, would be appreciated.
Who was in the Pepsi machine?
Pepsi is R15. And it looks like Gohan, bad luck striking for him. He's gonna have to start today from the back, either before or after R15. And it looks like R15 has had some disconnection. I don't know if they're done or not. Mitch will cross the line. We're here, just line up in the pit lane. If you guys can line up over here. Yeah. Leave a spot for Twin, of course. So we're going to configure our grid. Once you guys are lined up, please turn your engines off. We'll be moving on to the national anthem. We're going to delete the 24 and all the extra cars in the pit lane. The American Ferrari powered by V12 will not be operated today. So we are going to do the pre-race. So we're going to configure ourselves, line up. I'm going to clear out the unoccupied cars. It's got a pretty good sized field today, although I don't know if Jake is racing, so I might be starting with our original 8 cars. We're doing a thing to clear out some laps, so we're removing all the cars that have not been occupied. Alright. Good check. Yeah, we got an actual spectating fan base out here today. We do appreciate the fans. I know we're all of them, well, none of them are racers, so that's okay. If you're not racing, you don't need to be in this VC. And there is Jake. He's going to be operating the Pepsi car. That's the 77. That's driven by R15. So he's not going to be here to the show. I don't know if he's done or not. We'll be checking. We're going to look for any cars unoccupied on track or stranded. I don't think there are any, but I just want to make sure. How many people are watching the stream? I'm concerned. It's 5. So the 5 spectators high. Alright. So I don't think Jake is racing, that's true, right?
I can pace car.
You could be a pace car if you want, yeah.
Drop the flag somewhere on track.
Let me see where there's a flag on track.
I got him, we're good.
Alright. Alright, R15 has dropped out of competition, so we're down to our original 8 starters. That still leaves us with a pretty good grid, so we'll get right on to that. If you guys could turn your engines off, we need East to line up ahead of Mitch. East, I need East to line up.
He's just rejoining general chat. West, line up.
Alright, once you guys are lined up, please turn your engines off, hop out. We will be playing the United States National Anthem. Alright. Please stand by your cars. So, of course, Gohan will be taking up the 8th place spot after East and R15 have dropped, or sorry, Jake and R15 have dropped out of competition. So we will be keeping the board up for a little bit. We'll explain the race format in just a second. Alright, just gonna get you the national anthem. Turn off notification sounds for the stream. I should do it. All right. So there's a flag there in the infield. That is going to be the one of the temporary oval. You see that off on the front stretch. That was where we raced last night on the oval feature with the oval versions of the ROX mods. We're here out today with the road course cars. That being said, if you guys could take off your hats if you have them, doesn't really matter. We're in a video game. You can face the flag over there on the front stretch. It'd be greatly appreciated. We'll get to you shortly with the national anthem. Alright. We'll play the winter anthem at the end of the race, but that being said, drivers, start your engines! Let's get them rolling. V8 simply roaring to life as 8 ROX mods ready to race. We're going to be doing 2 pace laps. The cut limit for today is going to be 30. A reminder that extending on straights will still be treated as it always has been. So, don't be that guy. Going to change all C0. We're going to do 2 pace laps, so there we go. So watch the lights here. You guys are going to go when the car ahead of you goes. So go wait for the car ahead of you to get going for us to go. Yellow flag is out. As there we go out onto the racetrack. Well, let's head up there, 4th place. We're going to go to the back to the front, so let's read out your positions. In the back of the field here today, missing out qualifying, 8th place. Not the last qualifier in general. There's a couple cars that won't be starting this race. Of course, those are T7 Jake and R15 was odd. Neither of them going to make it to the show. In 8th place in the 12 machine, the Flaming 12, driven by Gohan 131. Up ahead in the 7th place spot, the fan favorite today, Jason Dady 202. It's going to be operating the 20 DeWalt Toyota. Okay, got a podium last week. Let's see if we get one today. Mitch is going to be driving in the Valvoline machine. That is, I believe, if I could find him, also known as Formula 9767, or 9768. Driving the ProTech Auto Sales 45 Valvoline machine. It's going to be starting in the 6th place spot, East 951. And the 951 machine going to be starting off in 6th place. And the 45, the other 45, that is Mars, otherwise known as E24BB. Arisnetta, now the first car on the podium. She is in the 45 Tyson machine. In the 2nd place spot, Guillermo FX2 in the 45A. I know there's a lot of 45s in the field. It's starting to become the entire race of it. So next lap will be going green, so we are going to say it caution. You see that car up there. The 32 Lotus machine, that is twin Turbo V6. Otherwise, you see on the game Hot Cutie Patootie. That's the first time I'm saying that, the last time I'm saying that. He is our pole sitter. Now, our pace car driver is T7 Jake, also known in game as Lake Pond Trout, in the SSCRA pace car, the LC500. That is Alexis, for those that are curious. It's going to be a pretty interesting race here today. Again, not a gigantic field, but it should be a good race. The cars are not allowed to pass the car ahead of them until after the green flag, until they cross the start-finish line. Once they pass that area, it's free game. The only exception to this is if a car is specifically a little bit slower, and we'll allow a little exception in that. I have to call it though. If I don't, then it's a car that is going to be directed to the back of the field, or at least to give up the spot they've given. But excuse me. Now I'm making our way up to Sector 3 in just a short number of turns. It's a very interesting track. Not a lot of elevation change. Of course, we're out here in the Toledo area in northwestern Ohio. It's a pretty flat region. Jake, once we reach a chicane, I'm going to need you to speed it up. Twin's going to maintain 60 miles an hour. Lights are going to go black. So Jake, increase pace. Twin, maintain your pace. 60 miles an hour. Everyone lock it up here. We'll be going green once we're out of the final turn. Need east up. Mitch back off. Guys, let's settle this one out. If you got anyone, if you cause an issue, cause it to not go green, you'll be dropped to the rear. Just remember that. Making our way around the final turn. Hold your pace. Green flag. Great start by everyone here out in the field. As here we are making our way into turn number 1. Calamity in the middle of the field. Aersnet side by side. Guillermo FX2. Mars potentially to battle there for the 4th place spot. Guillermo's going to go wide. Here's Mars looking at the rear bumper. East 951. It's in a battle between Gohan. Gohan, again, one of the best cars, starting from the back of the field. He's going to have to make up a bunch of spots. He's going to make a mistake there. Aersnetta. Guillermo FX2. Cars making their way through the S's. East 951 will cut it hard. Here we are now in the long straightaway. Aersnetta right there in the rear bumper. Guillermo FX2. East 951 in the 4th place position. As there is a 3-car pack for the top 4. Aersnetta not far behind from Guillermo FX2. East is going to lose it. How about Jason? Jason and Mitch battling out in the back of the field. Jason's going to slide a little bit back. We're going to launch back up in the front. Aersnetta, Guillermo FX2. Make their way into the breaking point side by side, but Aeris is harder through the corner. That's going to cost a lot of speed. Guillermo FX2 carrying the inertia, but look at that in the background. I thought he was going to be a threat. Here he is, Gohan 131. Guillermo is around! And Guillermo spins out. Oh, he had such a good shot there, but he's going to have to make his way through all the cars. Jason Dady now sliding ahead of him. It's fans expressing their pleasure. As here's Jason also there with Mitch. 3 wide in the back of the field. Jason's at the helm of it. East 951 Instant Calamity 2, but we're going to watch this one between Jason and Guillermo. Guillermo going to slide ahead of, so is Mitch. So this one's probably going to sell itself for now, so we're going to watch it for what it is. East 951. Side by side with the 45 of Mars. Up there to make up a spot. Now, a reminder that the cut limit for today is going to be 30 corner cuts. So if you screw that one up, you're going to be in a hot mess. It's going to be a 5-second time penalty if it comes to it. And look at that at the front. Gohan closing in on Aersnetta to make up the 2nd place spot. Again, he started from the back of the field. So, an underdog story developing here. Missed out on gain a lap in qualifying, but he's closing in on Aeris. Going to lose a little bit here. Let's look at the 4th place spot. East making some mistake. That allows Guillermo FX2 to slide back into the 4th place position. Again, Guillermo is the runner-up champion for today. And most likely just a little bit behind Twin. So even though he made that mistake, do not count out of competition. He's an absolutely fantastic driver. So it will really be anyone's game here. Looks like Mars clipping the wall. That's going to allow East 951 some confidence in the top 5. It's going to go pretty well for him. How about Eris and Gohan? Bit of a tail chase developing between Gohan and Eris. Again, Gohan now with a chance at a podium. As happy as he can be for starting in the rear of the field. Might even be able to fight for second. So here's Jason side by side with Mitch as they make the way through the Firestone Bridge. Mitch is going to make the pass. Again, I think this is the most amount of fans we've ever seen for any race. And actually, it looks like a little mistake off screen happening to Mars. So that does allow Jason up to the 7th place spot. 6th place taken up by Mars. He's going to go wide. That was a good line for Jason. He's holding up together. I don't know if he's going to make any capital gains out of this, though. How about between Arisneta and Gohan? Battle for the 2nd place spot. Gohan has made the move on Arisneta. So we now fight our way for 2nd place. Gohan gets a little bit loose. Arisneta right there in the rear bumper. She's going to clip the inside barrier. That'll cost her a bit of time. This is the battle currently for the 2nd place spot. Twin, our leader, is out of the shot there ever so slightly, already on the other side of the straight. He's built up quite a big gap. So currently we're battling out for the top 3. That is the podium. It's a pretty good job out here. You can see how hard it is to race the Rotsmons. Even just gain a podium, it's a hell of an achievement. It looks like Gohan's starting to establish a little bit of stuff overhead of Eris. Scarum is, see our positions behind are. It's 951. It's going to be in 5th place. 6th place, Jason Dady. Is it going to stay that way? Looks like he's made up some spots there. Mitch has made a mistake during the battle between Eris and Gohan, which might be heating up again. So we'll get to that one when it comes up. But here it is for the 2nd place spot. Eris on the attack. It's going to clear them out through the inside. A crossover move. The 12 fighting back side by side. We make our way into the final set of corners. Eris going to get a little bit loose. Now to the inside. She's going to clip the barrier again on the inside on the final turn. That allows Gohan to stay ahead. But look at this battle for 2nd place. I gotta remind you guys, Gohan here started all the way in the back of the field, so he had to fight his way through everyone to be more consistent. I think he's done a pretty good job so far. His next target is Twin. Now, mind you, the last time the Rotsmons were out on a road course race, about 1 week ago, Gohan and Twin had a heavy battle there. What a comeback story that could be for today. Jason has gone a little bit slow off a corner. Here comes East 951. East 951 was in the 5th place spot, so something happening to him. Did you say be right back?
Yeah, 1 second.
No problem. So here we are for the top 5. It is Jason Dady, East 951, Mars, and then Mitch. Battle for second starting to stir up again through the chicane. It always does. But it looks like Gohan's going to stay ahead for the time being. A great chase here between East 951 and Jason Dady. He's going to get a little bit of a loose flick. So our field is making the way through the front straight. We're now about a quarter way through the race, so we got 15 more laps to go. Only 5 more until we're halfway home. East 951 right there behind Jason Dady. He's been doing the best he's been doing all day. East 951 is going to try to collect 5th place where he can. He's been staying behind for the time being. So there seems to be a bit of a gap between positions. 32 seconds between our leaders and, of course, fan favorite Jason Dady. How about the battle for second place? Arisneta only about a car length behind from Gohan. And Gohan's going to take an unorthodox line. Here's Arisneta. I actually want to say that line actually almost helped Gohan. Incredible. Absolutely incredible there by Gohan. Now here it is, side by side, East 951, Jason Dady for the 5th place position. East is going to take a wider line than Jason. Jason down the inside. He's going to cut off a little bit of speed there on his exit, but still holding up as well as he can to East 951. East is trying to make a move around the outside. Just going to watch these two battles as they happen. It looks like East and Jason side by side on the edge of the chicane. Jason's going to fight back. East on the attack on Jason. The two side by side to the final turn. And it looks like East might be able to make it around the outside. Now to the breaking point. Jason down the inside. East 951 goes wide. A costly move there. He's going to lose a lot of time. It's Jason Dady, as of now, will hold off 5th place. Has two very hungry competitors right behind him. As it looks like Gohan goes wide through the sand trap, we're going to look at that one as Air's closing in for 2nd place. Meanwhile, we are closing on the leader. Gohan loses in a lot of speed. Air's not side by side. The side by side battle for the 2nd place position going on fiercely. Air's peeking ahead. Another reminder that Gohan here started all the way in the back of the field. And not to glaze him more than I have today, but he's just put on a very great performance. That just shows you the type of caliber of a driver that he can be. Now, mind you, we're going to watch the cuts, and Gohan, you're 15 from 1. So, a reminder that the cut limit before we throw in penalties will be 30 corner cuts. Engine synchronizing down through the carousel. How about Jason still holding off some more cars? East and Mars very fiercely battling it out. I don't know which one to watch. I think it's going to be the one between East, Jason, and Mars for the moment. Watch that board. Again, Twin has kept on going quick time. He's gotten really good the last lap. And again, just shows the type of capabilities that he has. But here we are, a 3-car battle there for top 5. East battling the rear bumper. He's going to lose it on the exit, but Jason is going to lose some exit speed. Jason side by side of the East 951 through the carousel. I like to call this the billboard turn. It's a new addition. Hard to see from the camera views, but there is, in fact, a little bit of a line of billboards. Aris has made some sort of mistake, I think, or did Gohan make a mistake? Aris made a mistake off screen. So that battle is selling itself. She's going to be fighting for 3rd for now, just to maintain. She has said she's been really tired, but that allows something to go off screen too for Jason. Side by side, East 951. It looks like he'll fall back into the 8th place spot. 7th place spot. We'll watch those cuts again. So far, we're good. And a bit of a weird line there. East 951 looking to potentially collect up a spot here with the 45. Side by side for the 5th place spot. Into the final turn. Jason on the attack right behind them. It's all 3 cars within half a second of each other. As there is, the 45 of Mars will go around. He's lost it. He's going to be hoping for a caution for things to change. His teammate Mitch hasn't caught up yet, so he is going to still stay ahead, but he's still coming out of the corner. How about between East 951 and Jason? Jason on the attack right there on the rear bumper. I want to remind you guys, this track has about 1.5 lap times, roughly. A little bit under for our leader, Twin Turbo V6. So when you see cars that are about 1.5 down, that means they're about 1 lap, or about a lap down. You'll see what happens. Anyways, Jason has made the move, and they're ahead of V951. Again, the extreme multitude of fans. I don't even know how many fans are watching this, but it's just incredible. Alright, into the breaking point, Jason Dady, East 951, crossing over. Jason getting that exit. He's looking to make a move around the outside, and there's a bunch of people joining the VC. Hello there. East 951 right there in the rear bumper. Jason down the front straight. But he's not going to be in range on the exit. How about Ayers and Gohan? Ayers out of range. So that's still between Jason and East, the current focal point of today's race. East is going to slap the barrier on the outside. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. East 951 there went a little bit wide through the S's. Cost him a bit of time, a little bit of space. I want to remind you, Gohan, that you are 6 corner cuts from getting a 5-second time penalty that will be added post-race. So just something to remind yourself on. Meanwhile, though, East 951 will clear Jason on the exit of the corner after the long straight. And Jason will rebound himself back coming up to the chicane. East 951. Crossover move. Jason will stay ahead. Now again, unspoken about the entire day is Twin Turbo V6. He's been leading the entire race, uncontested, and it's his usual fashion. He's a pretty darn good guy when it comes to driving. I know how he is to go up against. He's a real big threat sometimes. So just give it out to Twin Turbo V6 to show his overall performance. We're going to go back to the action there between East 951 and Jason Dady. Jason's been doing a pretty good job to hold off East 951. So we do close in. We're already at the cross flags point, so that means we are halfway done with the race when the flags cross like that. East on the attack to the rear bumper. Now making our way down through the braking point. East 951 attacking the rear bumper. Side by side, he's going to try to go around the outside. It's not going to work. Jason Dady holding up. Again, just an incredible battle there for the top 5. Side by side now into the chicane, and it looks like East is carrying more speed, but Jason down the inside. Bad exit for East 951. Jason will stay ahead. Gonna watch to see how it's looking between Gohan and Nurse. Again, no major mistakes. Gear methods 2. They made a big mistake at the start, but they are now running it in 4th place pretty comfortably, as Jason is still going to lead us off through the front straight. Jason now side by side East, going around the outside. He's going to dive back, and he will fall back. Just a bit behind now into the braking point. East looking on the outside. Jason carrying more speed. It's 951 all over the place, right on his rear bumper. It's a 951 side by side down the long straight. Now, meanwhile, a new battle starting to develop between Gohan and Arisneta. It looks like Gohan has made a big mistake. You can see them finally their way through Mitch to put him one lap down. Now, a reminder that even if you are a lap down, it's not the end of the world. If we get a caution, lap cars will be allowed to get back to the lead lap. But you can see as the field starting to spread its way out, the track starting to take its form. Looks like Mitch is going to be falling one down today. That stands Jason Dady still ahead of East951. So we are, again, closing into the last quarter. Only a couple more laps of this race, about 8 of them, and soon closing into 7. East on the attack, but he's going to fall back. How about up there in second? Nothing yet, so we'll be watching the one between East and Jason. Again, Jason attacking the rear bumper, now makes a move around the outside. Still side by side through the carousel. Call this long sweeping hander, left-hander of the carousel.
Watch Twin. He's frozen.
Twin is in fact frozen. Our race leader frozen on the track. Could this be an implication? Yes, it is.
He is gone.
Yellow flag. And that mixes everything up on the race. We're going to keep on going. Kieran, keep on going, keep on going. We are going to be doing a complete lap race back. Mitch, you might as well keep on going so you're going to get your lap back. You got another shot. So, keep on going, Mitch. So, as we said earlier, lap car's going to get back. How about Gearm FX2? How about East951? East951 is for the moment ahead of Jason Dady. That is going to be the battle there for the 5th place spot. Twin is going to have to restart from 7th. We are yellow. East951, Jason Dady, side by side. So we do disconnections for, we do yellows for disconnected cars. That means we're gonna have a race back to the line. Now here we are, side by side. Jason Dady, East951. Jason carrying more speed. He will get at the line. It's gonna be restarting from the 4th place spot, just shy of the podium. We're gonna teleport Twin to his car. All right, Gohan, Eris, you slow down. Lap cars could make your way back. Got a pace car out on track now. So, again, positions are Gohan, Arisneta, Gearm FX2, Jason Dady, East951. Then it will be Mars, and then Twin, our caution causer. Again, Twin has been leading the whole race, but it's just things have not been going his way. For Mitch, I'm just going to have you drive back and you'll get your lap back. You're not going to need to keep on going past them, just merge back to the field. So, our field is just making the way back up here. It's going to take a little bit, but because of this, it's going to mix things up. Now, mind you, we got a couple penalties that'll be served at the end of the race. Gearm FX2, unfortunately, yes, even though you're a GGS driver, as a host, have to be unbiased. You'll have 5 seconds to make up by the end of the race. Hopefully, it'll stay that way, where you could hopefully keep it third, but we'll have to see. And also for 2nd place driver Gohan, you are only 4 cuts away from a penalty. That's not going to be good for you. We just need everyone to make their way up to the leaders. It's going to take us a little bit here. Jake, if you just go City for now. Just so cars can catch up and we can have as many green laps as possible. That being said, if it does take a while to get back going, we will do a thing that's called the overtime period, which overtime, if anyone here watches NASCAR, you'd understand how it works. We do 2 extra laps to guarantee. So no matter how many laps the race is, we will add as many laps as there's needed to make sure there's 2 laps. If there's a caution on the first lap, then we will go back and do it all over again. If there's no caution on the first lap, and we're on the final lap, no matter what happens, that's how the race is going to end. There's no cautions on the final lap, of course. So just so you guys know. Alright, Mitch, we'll change your laps. But Mitch will be in the back of the field since he was a lap car. If we can all get going in time, which I'm not sure if we can, but if we can all merge back in time, we will be going green. I don't think we're going to be able to by the end of the lap because it looks like East and Mars have got a lot of space to make up, so just keep on driving as fast as you can back up to the field. Reminder that cuts are not going to be reset under caution. It's whatever happens now that we are, of course, here. So, again, one that a lot of people are anticipating to do well here. Now has a shot of a podium. That's Jason Dady. Will be restarting from the 4th place spot. He's just got to make up from Gear Methods 2. He's got to hold off Twin. Again, Twin has led the entire race. So all of the anxiety is going to be out for him. It's every lap we run under cautions. Another lap we don't go green. So Twin, if you get past Mitch, Mitch is going to have to restart from the back. You will have to restart from the back, but only ahead of him. As Jason's going to merge, so let Jason merge into 4th. So Jason passed 2 cars. We're seeing East and Mars, so if we are good, we might be able to go green. We almost look it, so keep yourselves ready. You see the light? Yes, we are. So we need Twin to let 2 cars by. East, make your way up to 5th. Mars, make your way up to 6th. We're going black. Prepare to go green. Jake, pull ahead. Don't pass car until you cross the start-finish line. Gear him, come on, gear him. One more lap under caution. Gear him to the back of the field. Sorry, man, but impeded the start, so Gearham's gonna have to start from the back. It's gonna be a tough one out of Gearham. Again, a champion. Oh, he's into the barriers. So we'll be going green with a 3-lap shootout. As Gearham, are you pulling it in? Oh, that's tough. Tough luck for Gearham. Again, a lot of bad luck has come his way. It looks like it comes today as well. Very sorry there for Gearham. Again, just, you know, have to enforce the rules as they are. Have to be the way of anyone else. It's an unfortunate thing, but he is having some issues. So we will be going green, of course, this lap. We're going to go on and read your grid as they come up here. So from the back of the field, we got Twin Turbo V6. It's actually going to be ahead of Mitch. So Mitch is going to be in the back of the field. They have made their way back to the lead lap. Mitch, and then 32 will be in the 6th place spot. 5th place is going to go to Mars. 4th place to East 951. Now here's Jason. We'll be restarting from the podium spot. Will he be able to maintain that spot? It's my question, though. He's got Twin right behind him. Has Ayers and Gohan in front of him. Ayers, of course, in 2nd place in our top car today. Again, I want to remind you guys, Gohan here started all the way from the back of the field. We'll be starting in the front in this 3-lap shootout. I'm incredibly sorry for Gearham there. Mitch, back of the field. Mitch, back of the field. Alright, Jake, speed up. Everyone else, 60 miles an hour. Prepare yourselves. Jason, I need you to move up. Want you to get a good start. Mars, back off a tiny bit. Okay, you're good. A little bit, okay. The final turn, here we are. Hold your pace. Green flag. It's a clean start. Eris is right on the rear bumper of Gohan to turn number 1. And here's Twin already on the attack. Eris now taking the lead, but here it is, Jason side by side, 3 wide there. As Twin's gonna clip the barrier hard, so does Twin on this exit. A hard mistake there for East 951. Jason Dady falls back a couple of spots here. As Twin is gonna be fighting very ferociously for the lead. He had to start all the way in the back after his disconnection. And turn those lights green. This is a 3-lap shootout. So we got 3 laps. Again, if there's any caution, we'll be going straight into overtime. But Jason's back there fighting for 4th place with Mars. Meanwhile, we're going to watch the upcoming battle for the lead. As there is Twin clearing the air. She's going to fall wide. Gohan still at the helm of it. We saw a situation very similar to this last weekend. So I get a lag spike. We're good. Twin making a move on Arisneta. It's not quite. Hopefully I'll be back to get the final lap. Not what you want to see. If any of the fans are in the grandstands, please record this finish. If you can. Hopefully I'll be back in time. And I am back in time. That's good to see. Alright, let's see what's going on side by side between Arisneta and Twin. Gohan just a bit ahead. We're gonna reset that board. So Gohan at the helm of it. Twin Triple V sits again, a late restart all the way from the back. It's going to lose a little bit of speed there. Arisneta side by side. Twin goes a little bit wide. See how Jason's doing. Jason holding off from East 951. We're going to watch the one going off the front. East 95. The Twin nearly losing it. Holy shit. Excuse the language. Here we are. White flag in the air. Jason's going to have to hold off East for another lap. We're going to watch the one going on up front, though, as Air's having a very significant, solid, possible shot to take the lead. We'll watch the one in the back when it comes around. Gohan going to run it really wide. As how is he on cuts? He's 3 cuts from a 5-second penalty. That'll be the end of his win if he does do that. So he's going to have to be really conservative at this point. Even messing up one turn could yield 3 corner cuts in some rare situations. But we'll see. Arisneta's fighting that rear bumper for the lead. Twin Triple V sits right there behind. Now making the way through the sweeper. Gohan's going to go wide. Here's Arisneta now on the bumper. Making the way into the chicane. Who's going to get Aris? Gohan crossing over. We're making our way now through the final sector. Aris around the outside. Gohan still just barely ahead. Here we are out of the preliminal corner, side by side for the lead. Gohan and Aris making the way through the final turn. Who is it gonna be? It looks to me like it'll be Gohan today. Aris in 2nd place. Then it's gonna be Twin. How about the battles going on behind? Jason's gonna come home in the 5th place spot. Meanwhile, Mars taking home 4th. Jason crossing the line will take 5th place home for a nice top 5 finish. East 951 crossing and sits. Last finisher of the day is going to be Mitch. He was a lap down earlier, but he made one up in the caution. Forget our top 3 to head to the podium. Be grandly appreciated. It's going to be a little bit tight to get back, but not anything to do so. Eric's going to spin out around. I know, very frustrating there for Eris. Had a shot. We'll hear that interview. But if you guys stick around, we are going to host We are going to interview everyone that sticks around. Hell, if we have time for it, we will interview fans. If you guys are reasonable, don't ruin that. So Twin, I'm gonna admin you. Just go to my inventory if you want the drink. See, the Twin doesn't have this. So again, if you guys stick around, you will see that we're gonna go on to our interviews, our podium, and everything. But our race winner is an American, so you know what that's gonna mean. So Twin, let me admin you. Just do insert and the model for the drink. And Jason, you got some fans on the finish line. You should head out there. Car's right there, man. Come on. Don't be shy. So again, stick around for interviews. We are going to get everyone we can. I'm going to give to... Here, let me send you a Twin. Just insert the ID if it's privated or something like that. Come on, Jason. Here, I'm going to teleport Jason to the front stretch for all of his fans. We set up the podium. Oh. Did I accidentally kill Jason? Do another shot, Jason. Drive up to the front stretch. Alright, we got our podium now getting figured out. So let's get our photo. We will then play the national anthem. We're gonna have a photo right now. So let's play the United States national anthem for our winner Hachiroku Gohan 131. Alright, get the champagne ready. Looks like we got Donald Trump there on the front stretch. I think our racers want to spray Donald Trump with champagne. Gohan's gonna drive his way up too. Here comes our cars. We'll get our interviews as soon as the song's done. What a great way to finish off the night. Now, mind you guys, I got more races tomorrow. We got 2 more races tomorrow coming up. The Formula Micros will be at 12 p.m. US Pacific Standard Time. That is 3 p.m. EST, in North America at least. And then the Super Indies, which are basically Indy cars, is going to be the fastest cars, the most competitive field, will be racing tomorrow at 2 p.m. USPST, also known as 5 p.m. EST. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. But before we do that, let's wrap our interviews up. We're going to talk to Gohan, very antsy man. All right, Gohan, that was a fantastic race for you. What do you have to say about today's race? A lot of back and forth coming up at the end, of course.
Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was not gonna win this shit if Twin never disconnected last second, because he had like 11-second gap on me, and yeah, shit, I don't have an excuse for that. I mean, I should have been practicing instead of talking to my friends, but because the car is like super wide, I wasn't like you said it was wide, but I was not expecting it to be that wide on this track. So that was something else. I kept hitting the walls and shit. It was actually getting annoying. But dude, that was on that final corner. It was like 3 wide. That shit was like wicked, bro. But I knew that my nose was still pointed up at the front a little bit, so all I had to do was just keep it clean on the last corner. I would have been in the front still. And honestly, I don't know how it lasted that long, because my fastest pace was actually a second slower than Aris. But you know, shit happens. But yeah, I'm just more happy than anything that Twin fucking disconnected. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, bro, this race is crazy. Hell, very crazy.
A lot of fans here seeing you up on top today. No, I don't know if many of them were exactly cheering for you, but it doesn't matter. I don't think we've ever had a bigger crowd in an SLC race. To be honest.
Yeah. They're joining off me. Yeah, they're joining off me. We're all saying crazy shit together, bro. We're all saying crazy shit, bro. Yeah, bro, I thought that I was gonna get banned for saying that shit too. Well, I guess you just didn't give a fuck. You're just ignoring it.
Nah, it's all cool, man. I mean, shit, you won in the end, so.
Yeah, man.
What a crazy way to finish. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Robo, get the fuck out the way!
What the fuck?
Oh, sorry. All right, Gohan here. What do you got to say about today's race? Or sorry.
Go on, I swear to God.
Dementia. Sorry. Anything else you want to say?
Old man.
Anything else you want to say?
I also want to say that I hope Twin the disconnect. Actually no. Y'all want to know why Twin disconnected? But y'all want to know the real reason why? I booted him offline. Yep, I booted him offline. Yeah, Twin, you hear? Fuck you. I booted you offline.
Okay. Oh shit, he crippled you.
You see, I hacked. I was hacking right, like while I was driving. I whipped out my phone. I would type in Xbox resolver, and you can pull IPs from Xboxes. And I know Twin has an Xbox, so I pulled his IP and I hit his ass offline while I was driving on my phone. What you guys say about that, Twin? Dude, what you gonna say about that?
Oh shit! Twin's a mass murderer. Ow.
You just fucking killed everybody.
Oh no, he's killing everyone. Alright, Twin.
Is he killing everybody? You'll TP me, you'll TP me.
Oh, what the?
Hey, give me a sword. Hey, give me a sword.
Alright.
I killed them, we're good.
You killed him?
Fuck, bro, who just blamed me, bro?
I don't know.
Where's Twin?
I don't know. Alright. We're gonna move on to interview Twin here. Thank you there, Gohan.
Hey,
Again, give it out to you. What a great win. Twin Turbo V sits here. Was not actually 1 second. We're gonna hold off. Sorry, that finish was so close. I almost forgot who actually finished second. Eris Netta here.
You Twin.
I'm very sorry, but Twin Eris here finishing second place today. Almost had it. Just slightly off by the end. What happened today, and what got you up all the way up to the front by the end?
Oh, you want the short or the long answer?
Give me the answer you want to give.
I messed up the last turn.
Mhm.
Oh god, not this again. Messed up. Went wide. I feel like I would have either finished ahead or finished close if it wasn't for that. I just like made a mockery of the entire last turn, and I went. I did a lot worse than I would have wanted to, and it ended up making me lose time I feel like if I'd messed up even more, I would have finished behind. But that thankfully didn't happen.
Oh god, there's just sending an AICBM into the skies. It's gone.
No, yeah, no, you guys have no idea. Oh god, he knows the way. He's gonna get it stuck in midair.
Why is it not moving?
Because Twin was in midair.
Oh. Sorry, anyways, continue.
Yeah, I don't know, really, like really disappointing. I was really wanting to win, like really, really wanting to win, because I had it. Like I did set an actual banger of a lap because I just locked in at one point, and I just like zoned out of everything, and I really just focused on driving. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. And even then, it wouldn't have mattered because at most it would have gotten me ahead of Gohan on the restart. But like, yeah, that's really like it, I guess. I don't know if I can say any more. Because I don't know. I kind of like just messed up, lost time. I could have had the win. I wanted the win, but I didn't get the win because I messed up.
It's fair enough.
That's really like as deep as it gets.
Fair enough. Hopefully we can see some better results coming up in Milwaukee. We're going to be a long time out till we see another road course. So for any new fans here, expect a lot of ovals. Yeah, Jason here races it basically every week. So
you gotta keep that tradition of anthems. You gotta bring it back.
I'll bring it for races with podiums. I don't know if I can find the Trini anthem actually now I think about it. Might be cooked.
No, that's the part where you like played on the stream or something.
Fair enough. Alright. Well, thank you there, Eris. We're going to move on to third place again. Just stick around if you guys want an interview. We are going to interview Twin Turbo V6, our podium finisher, our mass murderer from up in Canada. How are you doing, Twin?
I'm alright. Could be better about the last lap, but yeah, I kind of screwed it up. Still P3 is okay. Definitely not happiest about it. Since I was leading by 10 seconds at one point. Fortunately, my mom's asleep. She'll mention it just went out for no reason. But yeah, I mean, this is all right. I guess I don't know. Not really much to say from my end. Yeah, just kind of sad I didn't get the win, but at least freaking Rage Man Giram left after his controller disconnected and decided he didn't want to get freaking podium. Because he probably could have, or at least P4, but I don't think he really cares enough. So, yeah, sucks to be him, I guess. So, another 18-point gap for me, I guess, over him. Since he didn't get pole or anything. So, unless he gets points for DNFing, which I don't really know how that works, but, yeah. Other than that, I mean, much else to say, but congrats to Gohan for winning and showing that he has pace even from starting from the back, so, yeah. Flip this thing. I got a green sector 3. Shoot.
Actually, we're going to check the board. So, Errors actually does take home quick time, I think.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll write down the results down shortly. Is there anything else you want to say, Twin Turbo V6, before we roll into tomorrow's races, as well as everyone else's interviews? Alright. Thank you there, Twin. We'll be seeing you a lot for the rest of the weekend. Again, 2 more races coming up. But up next, we're going to look at 4th place. I want to see who that was, so we're going to review it very quickly. It was about 15 minutes ago. Yeah. It was Mars. So Mars finishing up in the 4th place spot. Best career finish. So we're gonna mute you there, Mars, if that's okay. But you could also use the in-game chat if you'd prefer. Yes, A24BB. That's Mars. You got a copy, either general or whichever you want to use.
Hello.
Hi there. All right, so a pretty solid way to finish the day. Again, a P4. A lot of up and down today. Went all the way in the back at one point, I think, at the start, but came all the way up back to the top 4. So I would say not a bad result. What we got to say about today's race?
It was pretty fun. I think it's the first race I've actually finished, but I spun out in the start, and then caution kind of saved me. But it was kind of fun.
All right. So what was happening in that battle between you, East, and Jason?
That was pretty close, actually. I think it was just whoever didn't make a mistake would win. And I don't know what happened to them, but I think I got the better start on the caution. And I was just able to go.
All right, that's fair enough. Is there anything else you want to say about today's race?
No.
All right. Hopefully we might be able to see you tomorrow. I don't know. It's up to you, obviously, but if not, we'll be at Milwaukee Mile next weekend. So, obviously a great racetrack to go to. Hopefully we'll see you there. All right. Thank you there. We're going to now move on to one a lot other people in the fans have been waiting for, a lot of them been cheering for. We got Jason Dady now up on the mic. So Jason, we're going to now unmute you here. There we go. All right, Jason, you got a copy.
Can you, can you also unmute Superwind?
Superwind?
Yeah, Zach.
All right. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, and also TV him to me. I want him to be on my side.
All right, no biggie. There you go. Hi.
Hey, Superwind.
Oh, I didn't even know I was unmuted. How's it going, guys?
Doing good. So Jason here finishing P5, restarted P3 there, so had a shot at the podium. Unfortunately falling a little bit short at the end, but still a very solid way to finish out of the original 10 entries. What do you got to say about today's race, Jason?
Well, it was bloody as hell on that racetrack. I was so close to getting the podium on P3, but so close. Oh, man.
It was damn good effort, too. I mean, really, if I may for a second, this just proves, wow.
Oh.
I don't know what
Oh, where did that come from?
Oh, that's a
from
dragster.
NASA.
That's a dragster.
From NASA. I think today just proves a point that it doesn't matter whether you finish first or last, but what Jason has done today, starting from the position he was at, he ended up in last place and getting back up to 5th place. It really tells you how you're able to connect with the audience watching, and how you're able to, I guess, enjoy the moment and enjoy the opportunity that you're on a track, whether it's a track, a ring, a field, for any sport. Yeah, for any sport. I mean, if you put out your best effort, that's how people are going to remember you. I'll be even if you're a racer, a wrestler, a
the referee,
or even the referee. I mean, Jason just tonight proves a point that you don't have to be in first, second, or third, but man, you have an opportunity to connect with people who are watching. That's what's so good about racing. That's what's so good about sports.
It certainly is one of the sports. I don't know if we really would consider ourselves. I guess in a way it is in the sports ring, racing. Just we make cargo for him.
It does take a lot. I know for a fact. If you're going so fast in a car, you have to really brace yourself. Like you have to brace to understand every corner of a track. You have to. It really is considered a sport, in my opinion. I believe there's always a mentality to racing.
Those are pretty great words there. All right, Should we let Jason have anything else you want to add on, Jason? Anything you think of what happened today? I mean, I saw you in the East passing side by side. We'll get to East in a second, of course, too, because you guys were having a great call out there.
Would you be okay to unmute East?
Uh,
if you're okay with that.
If you want to transition into that, yeah, sure. All right,
Okay.
Yeah, we got East unmuted, but you want me to ask him a question right now, or? Okay. All right. Between the two of you, what was going on in that little battle throughout the day?
I don't know if I would call that battle little. I mean, it was side by side for 15 laps. We were separated by 3/10. So
that was an absolute war, man.
I don't know if I would call that little, but no, that was a lot of fun. I did my best. I had him on the last lap, and then just trying to keep that small little gap I had on him. I crashed trying to keep up with Jason.
Yeah, me and East have been great battling out there. He was close to catching up to me, getting in a 5th place spot.
Yeah, it was close. I crashed in the S turns. It's close though. It was a great race. I had a lot of fun tonight.
I'll excuse myself. Jason East, everyone involved, good job tonight. It was a very entertaining race from the very start. I'll excuse myself. Thanks, guys.
We need Zach as co-commentator.
Can you please let Zach be in the commentator?
I gotta teach him about the way racing works, and then probably won't take much. So
Get him as a co-commentator.
Sounds like a pretty good co-commentator, yeah.
Hey!
It was a really fun race, though. Good job, Jason. It was awesome. We were battling last weekend too at the Oval.
Yeah, what happened?
There too.
We said.
Oh, I'm excusing myself. I'll let y'all finish up interviews or whatever.
Okay.
Let's go.
It's a good race. Good night. I gotta get going though. I gotta go to bed in a half hour. I gotta get up super early. So.
Hey, good luck with your
I'll
work.
see y'all later. Thank you, sir. Good job, Jason. Great racing. I'll see y'all later.
All right. I think they're East. Jason, before we move on, is there anything else you want to add on?
I can't wait for another Oval coming up next week for the
Milwaukee Mile.
Yeah, that one. And also another world course for tomorrow. I can't looking forward to it. I can't wait.
It looks like that actually might wrap it up for interviews. So that's pretty good. Again, would like to say thank you guys for watching this one. Again, we got 2 more races tomorrow. There's Twin Triple V that's flying off the course. Dies. Jesus. Got that one. But that being said, again, tomorrow at 12 p.m. USPST, Pacific Standard Time, that is going to be the 10-lap Formula Micro feature. And then we're going to be off to a 40-lap Super Indy feature. Again, the Super Indies are like an IndyCar race. They have pit stops. They're fast. They are the fastest cars here. They will blow you away with how fast they are. Yeah, they sound pretty good too. That being said, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. I want to thank everyone that was out to compete. And also the multitude of spectators in the grandstands. You are also greatly appreciated. We could not do things like this without fans. I don't even know how many fans were watching when that happened, but thank you guys for that. Again, I gotta thank Jason for the awesome community that he has around him.
From the WWE on Mobile.
I'll watch that one. I'm convinced to watch it now, actually.
Oh, you better.
I am now. If I have the time to. If not, I'll watch a replay. With that being said, thank you guys for showing up tonight. Next week, we're out at Milwaukee Mile, which is a 1-mile speedway. It's going to be very high speeds there with the ROX mods. Speeds of excess of 150, 160 even. So, it's going to be one of the fastest tracks on the schedule, only beaten by Goatborg, which you saw back in August. But it is still going to be an incredibly fast track. So, again, we hope to see you guys there. Then it's going to be Shota. We'll have an off week after that. So that's it for the ROX mod schedule. Don't worry about stuff past then. That being said, again, I want to say one more time before I get the outro out. Thank you guys for watching. If any of you guys want to hang out, I will be in general once the stream is all done and closed. And I think that was an awesome time for us. So, I'm going to wrap this one up. I'll rejoin if there's still people around in general. And then I will actually open the game up, by the way, as soon as I can. I have all the cars ready. Might take about 10-15 minutes, but it'll be ready by then.